Hey Jonathan, good morning. This is Anthony, and this is just a short tutorial on the CRM. And so let me just jump right into it. So the first tab you're going to see here is the admin dashboard, and you're going to have a couple pieces of data here. So this first chart is going to show you what your inventory looks like in terms of how much equipment is available for rental. And then there's a maintenance here. Now, this one here, the reason there's one is on one of the spreadsheets you sent me, it showed that one unit was sold. And so I'm assuming that means you don't have it anymore, but I wasn't sure, so I listed it under maintenance. And then it shows you that there were 6 available. Now, the reason it's showing 6 is only because I didn't know how many units you currently have available. So what I did, I'll show you, actually let me just go to it now. If you click on the 3 dots here, you see your tabs. You got customers, new order intake, orders, equipment calendar, delivery board, and then you've got 3 dots here with a couple other pages. If you go down to the equipment, then I've gone ahead and entered all of the equipment serial numbers that you gave me. Now, I used 350 in terms of the price only because that's on your website, so obviously that could be changed by hitting this edit button. And if we just click on edit now, then you can see here the serial number is in there, and then also you've got equipment status, and you've got a drop-down menu. It's available, in use, and maintenance. I didn't know which one, how many of how much of the equipment you have in use, available, or maintenance. So that's why you're only seeing 6. But if you go back to the list and then you scroll down, there's 109 pieces of equipment listed, which is again according to your spreadsheet. And then here you also see where you can just add equipment, equipment name, choose an image, description, and then also serial number, status, and then the price. So that's probably pretty straightforward, but that explains why this admin dashboard only shows 6 and then 1 in maintenance. And then if you scroll down a little bit more, it's going to show you the orders pending or pending approval, orders that are active, and then also closed in the last 30 days, and then also awaiting payment. And that data all gets automatically updated on this screen once you start ordering or entering orders. Now, the next tab, we've got customers, and you can see here, I'm not done with adding the rest of the customers, but I was adding all of 2025 plus all of 2026 according to the spreadsheet you gave me. So this Christopher Owens was from January 25. Now, you'll also notice that there is not, so I don't have the phone number, I don't have the address, because the spreadsheet that you sent me didn't have a lot of data on the 2025 customers. So that's the only reason why you're seeing limited data here, is only because I didn't have it all available to me. But you can go ahead and click the edit button, and then you can add in any data that you want. You've got obviously the name, active status, inactive, pending approval, user roles. Obviously these are patients, and then you've got phone number, address, email address. You've also got day of surgery, contact, surgery location, and you can see here I did have the location, so I entered that here. Day of service was 12/17/2025. The surgeon was Starkweather, and the operation site was the shoulder. So all of that data is here that can be edited anytime that you need to. And then you can also see a section here to add new customers. So when you get a new order, you would immediately go into the customer, add the customer, and then now when you go to enter an order, so this is a new order intake, you go ahead and click the drop down arrow, and then you select the customer that you entered here under this tab. And then you can go ahead and start filling out cash rental, insurance, sales rep. Now the sales reps, I added BK and DE. I'm not sure if that was correct or not, but on the spreadsheet you sent me, it did show three initials. The biller I had available on the spreadsheet: SMS, Nice, and Cell, and then the insurance carrier, Cash VA, Sedgwick. So this is all information that can be entered or selected, and then if you need to add additional insurance carriers, then we can just go ahead and update and add more insurance carriers. And then you got the cash initial rate, the additional charge, and approved total, again taken from the spreadsheet. And then you've got payment date, and then these buttons here: has, nice, no, yes, and then also the delivery date and the time. You've also got a notes section, and then you've got the credit card information. Now, I don't know if you're necessarily wanting to enter in credit card information and store it here. Usually that's if you're going to store anything, it's the last four digits, but that could be edited as well and adapted to however you want to store the information. And then the last one is the FedEx tracking number. So then you click on create order, and then now what that does is it goes ahead and automatically enters all of this information into these other tabs. So as an example, once you do the new order intake, now you've got a list of all the orders for all the customers, and you can see here you've got details and you've got an edit button to go ahead and update any of the information you have. And you can see there's some data here just because I was playing around with it. That's pretty straightforward here in terms of the orders. Now, once you fill out the new order intake, you're going to have this equipment calendar that automatically gets updated. And as an example, you can see here for this coming week, Christopher Owens just did a mock order for Tuesday the 10th. They're going to reserve it through the 13th, and you're going to see these blue bars here as representation of that. So that's why I say when you enter the new order intake information, it then carries over to some of these other tabs. You're also going to have data on delivery board. So this is going to be all of the information in terms of upcoming deliveries. Like you can see here, upcoming deliveries, 126, 118. Obviously this is not accurate because you'll enter your own information here. That seems to be pretty straightforward. And then we go to pickup return, and then again, based on the dates that you put in the new order intake as far as when it needs to be picked up, then that's going to carry over to the pickup return. The billing AR is going to be in terms of your outstanding AR balances. So you've got insurance orders awaiting approval, and then you've got AR balance outstanding. And this is going to show you what has not been paid. And then you can go ahead and put in the order entry for a specific customer. And then we've also got the Nice audit, which it's called Nice audit, but there are other equipment pieces that aren't called Nice, and so we can change that as well if you need to. But it's going to give you, what's been delivered, return for maintenance. You can see here all the comments here, and then you can see another itemized journal of the status of each equipment, and you can see based on the serial number here. So that's going to be helpful in you controlling or maintaining your equipment. And then also, again, we've got the equipment here. So all of this is pretty integrated, meaning once you enter the customer, it then generates in the new order intake a drop down to be able to select that customer. And then once you do the new order intake, it'll then populate these other tabs here in terms of controlling and giving you a viewpoint as to what's exactly going on in the business at any time, reflected here. And so I think that should be it for the moment. Oh, one other thing. Now, in terms of going to log in to your account, what you're going to do is Actually, I'm not going to post that here, only because this is going to be publicly available. I'm most likely going to just upload this to YouTube, because this is probably going to be a larger sized video that's not going to be sent in an email. So I'll upload it probably to a YouTube channel. I'll let you know in an email. And then I'll also give you the website address and give you instructions on how to log in so that you can see this. Now, in terms of logging in, no customer is going to be able to log in at the moment, only because I don't think we discussed whether you wanted your customers to access this online. But right now it is closed from anybody else accessing this CRM other than you right now, temporarily myself. And then if you have another employee or someone else that you want to access the CRM, we can give them access, and then also any other number of people that you want to have access to. Now, if you do decide that you want to have customers access the CRM, then we just turn that switch on, and then each customer is going to have to generate a password and enter an email address so that they have access to it. So again, I'll send that email with a link to the actual website address you go to access the CRM online. Now, you can also still go into your knack.com account like normal and get to the app as well. If you end up doing it that way, then I can just let you know exactly how to get to the app real quick. But I think the quickest way is going to be the online. So I think that's about it. Certainly let me know any questions that you have. We can continue to make changes and just kind of adapt to whatever your needs are. And hopefully this covered everything that you were looking for. To me, it's pretty intuitive, meaning, once you enter this information, it kind of just takes on its own life and just reflects the data back to you, so you can monitor how things are going. And it's really doesn't take that long to enter this information here. Probably take you 2 minutes to enter a new customer, and then everything else should start kicking into gear from there. So appreciate your patience. I know it took a little bit longer than normal, but the most important thing is to make sure it's functional and it flows very smoothly, and hopefully you see that it does that. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.